Dying.
All right, and we're alive. Let's
Hello,
let's
everybody. Or did you tweet out a link there? There we go.
yeah, there you go. Right
Gotcha.
there. Yeah, we're live.
Just gonna tweet out our live short squeezing of the century. All right, cool, man. Thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
Hey, dude, this is your podcast at this point as well.
It's a lot of fun coming and hanging out with you on these and also having an outlet to come and bullshit, especially in our confined world of living in coronavirus. This is our chance to to talk and stuff, and communicate.
So I sent it to Chad as well, our coach. Everybody calls him.
He had a great day.
Yeah, I mean, so
he did like 95, I think.
So it's the thing though. He got like 95, but I think he had some covered calls that he was doing, and I think he has like 4,900 calls. So he has to, if he comes on, I'll talk about it, but he's still making profit though. He's still making profit. Okay, so what do you want to go over first? Because I just got done with hit trading. You want to pull up your screen and kind of share with everybody this?
Yeah. Well, let me see how I should. What's the best way to share this without having to show all my account information?
Hey guys, if you guys are just tuning in, please drop questions in the chat. Say hello. Just ask questions in the chat. If you guys want us to go over it or talk about it, please do. This is a live stream for a reason.
Absolutely. I know a lot of people reach out to me on Twitter too, asking questions. I told them to tune in to see, just come on here and ask some questions and see what's going on. So here, I'll share my screen and oops, do that. Just kill all the bookmarks. And
yeah, guys, our viewer count's going steadily up. If you guys have any questions, you just want to stop by, say hey, send it in chat. Send it in chat. We can't really see who all is viewing us right now because of just how the program works. But if you say hey in the comments, please do. You guys have any questions? You want to talk about something? Yeah, let us know you're here.
So we're not talking to ourselves, but no, that's fine too. We always learn things from these. So
today has been insane.
Yeah, I click share. I don't know if you have to click a button on your side. Or something.
Yeah, I got you.
Cool.
All right, so
I pulled out my trend spider here just to kind of show this massive gap up from GME, but we're really, I was not in GameStop, but obviously we got the tweet from Elon yesterday, and Wall Street Bet's army is in force against these short sellers, Citron and
what's up, DKB?
So Citadel, I think, is the other one. Just massive short interest on these stocks, and they've actually. So a lot of people are asking. I guess I answered a lot of questions on Twitter today. My Twitter was absolutely insane, but there's a lot of people asking, I don't know anything about video games. Why is GameStop in the new, and it's like has nothing to do with video games. It has nothing to do with their business model or their anything or their metrics or nothing. Literally, they got it's basic math. They got stuck in a situation where there are more shares sold short than there are available shares in existence.
Yeah.
Because you can double sell shares, basically. You can double sell shares short. People that own shares can sell short, but they can also loan them out to others. You can sell shares short without having any shares. You can have cash covered calls. And so you're just covering that the cost of that. If it goes up, you would just buy shares on the open market, and then it's super risky. It basically has when you are selling covered calls, you have a limited risk because you have the shares. So it's basically you're risking your price entry, to sell your shares at that set price. But if you're doing it based on cash covered calls, then you have unlimited risk because at some point you're going to have to buy on the open market. And that's what's happening here is all of these people that are short on this market, basically these giant hedge funds, are being forced to buy. They have no choice. Every single call option that has ever been written for the stock, like for example, AMC today, there is not a single call option that is out of the money, meaning that it is above the stock price. The strike price is not above the stock price. They're all below it. They're all in the money. And when that happens, first off, this isn't necessarily the short squeeze. What we're seeing right here is something called gamma squeeze. It's basically when there's no available call options, the gamma for the stock goes exponential, and we get these massive jumps because there's not enough liquidity of the stock to maintain the demand. So basically, there's no supply, unlimited demand, and the stock price just squeezes like this, and it goes insane. And the craziest thing is, it's not even close to done yet, because it can just keep going. The bad part is, it's like a ladder, right? As we go up higher, these companies that are already short the stock, they're like, well, it can't go any higher, so I'm just going to increase my short position, average down my short basically, and keep playing. And because they have huge hedge funds, they're playing with other people's money, so they think if eventually they're going to catch it, right? If they keep averaging in, they're going to catch the top at some point, and it has to go back down. The problem with that is that every time they increase their short position, or the smart people exit their short positions, and new people get in saying, hey, this is the top, I can't go any higher, and they enter into a new short position. Now you have new players in the market taking these short positions, and it's just going to keep going. It goes up higher, they have to cover their bet, and that forces them to buy. And then you have a whole army of people on Reddit, on the subreddit Wall Street Bets, led by this guy, Deep Fucking Value, DFV is his username on Reddit. Go look him up. The dude took like $45,000, $46,000, something like that. And he's been nonstop YouTube, on Reddit, talking about GameStop for like 2 years or something like that. Like, this dude is like, this dude isn't a bandwagoner. He has been deep into game, and he only really pops up about GameStop. And go look at his Reddit history. It's insane. All the things, and he's lost money. He's had margin calls. He's used margin in the account to get back up, and all this stuff. And now, his bet has went to, as of today, $50 million.
He has $50 million on GameStop.
$49 million in change that he is at today. And he's still not selling. He's holding. And so it's encouraged this entire subreddit to take by his example and buy and not sell. And so that's the thing. It's like Tesla, right? Everybody, that's Tesla. They all acquire Tesla. Nobody sells Tesla. We're going to sell for 10 years. That's how GameStop is going. All these people are jumping in, and they're all like, we're not selling until Deep Fucking Value sells.
Okay, I got a question for you though. What happens if Deep Value this fucking GameStop just keeps going up and up and up, and GameStop physically does not change their
if they're at business strategy and go, they need to take advantage of this. So here's what happens, right? Whenever shareholders increase the buying of a stock, that's us saying that we really like you, and that's what they're saying in subreddit. It's like, we like the stock. Everybody's asking, why are you buying GameStop? We like the stock. That's their like, I like the stock. And so I actually tweeted that out in a couple of my tweets today. I like the stock. But but realistically, if they don't sell, the business model doesn't change, but ultimately the company can take advantage of this value, right? They were at $20 like a week and a half ago or something like that. They do an offering. And they would be smart. And that's why I actually like AMC more than GameStop right now, because AMC just buttoned up their last offering they did in December. They're solvent. They've got cash in the banks. They can ride this coronavirus storm. They're good, so they don't have to do an offering. GameStop has to do an offering. I mean, it would be ridiculous not to do an offering.
What business model do you see GameStop going to? Because
digital.
I mean, they have to have like some streaming service, like they have to compete with Xbox or something.
And you also have to compete with the likes of like Ubisoft or whatever, Ubisoft Plus. I use Ubisoft Plus for my gaming. I pay $15 a month. I get access to all the Ubisoft titles, and it's awesome. I love it. And if GameStop came out with a good digital platform model where we could get access to PC games through subscription plans, unlimited games, and you get the best games, give you the perks, you get all the downloadable content. There's a subscription model there. And they could ride this wave, this huge fun, because nobody knows about Ubisoft Plus, that kind of stuff. But if they had an aggregate where all of the games are there and it was a digital subscription platform, yeah, they might be able to do something with it. But really, what they really need to do now is do an offering and build and raise money.
Tesla? What's up, Tesla?
Hey, World Tesla. And so they, did you see Elon tweeted out? It was sometime early in the morning that if GameStop hits $1,000, he's putting their logo on a SpaceX rocket.
No, I didn't see that. That's funny. Hang on, let me see that.
It's hilarious.
Let me pull that up. I didn't see it.
So if it keeps going, you got the likes of Elon, you got the likes of Chamath, and you got all these.
He sold out today, right?
He did, but he donated the money. It's not because he didn't think it was good. It's just like, how do you, if you make that much money in a day, you sell. It's like, for example, I bought, and we'll get into my trade. What I did with not with GameStop, but with AMC. I didn't play GameStop because I feel like I don't personally like GameStop. I don't like.
I fuck GameStop. If you were to go to GameStop right now, and you tweeted this, and I think it's so accurate. If you were to go to GameStop right now with your current stock,
like 10 brand new shares.
Yeah, 10 brand new shoes, $30.
$30. If they were used, store credit, 15 is the best we can do. You want to buy my slightly used shares, GameStop? But no, really,
social media is a new stock mover. It is. I think Reddit's going to be it is insane. I wish I bought the 200 yesterday.
And they can't just go after Reddit because it's Reddit, it's Twitter, it's Discord, it's all these social media platforms that we're going that we're all talking about trading. And the bullshit thing is that we're just talking amongst ourselves and sharing information, whereas this has been a guarded thing for like the last 50 years or whatever, and it's been a protected thing that it's like, oh, you're not smart enough to do this, and they try to convince people that they're not smart enough. That's bullshit. Anybody can do this, and a big thing is like, you don't have to know everything, but you need to have enough, armed with enough information and find a rhythm for yourself. And some people find a rhythm really quickly and get maybe lucky early on or whatever, but some people it takes a long time to get a rhythm. Some people it takes 20 years to get a rhythm. Look at DY options. That dude went for, he's had a lot of bad years and then recovered. This, like, his last year was insane. Same way with Syed. Syed has a story where he lost like 500 grand or something in a year.
Jesus Christ.
Gained it back. DY has a similar story. Like, DY was up 500 grand and then ended up being negative 250 grand in the year.
Okay, so like Robinhood for me fucked me over today. Like, I don't want to use.
It wasn't Robinhood's fault. The market was locked on AMC and GME at the open. The SEC did that. That was not Robinhood.
Well, I mean, like, Robinhood wouldn't even load this morning.
Oh yeah, well that's because of traffic. I mean, neither would TD Ameritrade, neither would Schwab, I believe. There was like 5 brokers that would not open. In fact, I couldn't get TD Ameritrade to open on my phone for like the first hour where the market was open.
Did you see that TD Ameritrade locked people from?
Yes, they did.
People from
everyone. And in fact, I'm going to go into TD Ameritrade myself, and I'm going to transfer all of my holdings over, probably at a Webull, most likely.
Yeah, Webull. That's the only place I was able to get shares at.
The reason is so another thing that people need to understand is that the way these stock options move so fast is because of options clearinghouses. Okay, there's basically exchanges. There are people that are these big giant clearinghouses that are making those options very liquid. They're buying them and selling them very fast, and they lose the shit out of the money on the spread, but they try to make it back on the under movements of the underlying stock.
Yeah,
look that up if you guys want to know more information about it. There's a whole thing about it. You can read about on Vistapedia how option clearinghouses work. But they try to maintain a level of liquidity, so it doesn't happen like things that happen at GME where the stock goes exponentially high, and it's because it ran out of liquidity. For example, when AMC opened, I had $5 calls for this week. I had $5 calls for next week and $9 calls for next week.
Okay, so I had $5 calls last Monday for this week.
Yeah,
and I sold it at 20%. No, 30%. I told it I did for 30%, and I was like, you know what? I've got my gains. I'm happy. I'm out.
Right.
And I'm looking at it, and it's just. And I'm like, oh my fucking God.
So whenever that happened this morning, it was going nuts. Crazy volatility. The $5 call option is probably the one that most people were trading, right? So it had a lot of liquidity to it. So it maintained about a $5 price at the open. It's about $5 for next week. But the $9 call didn't have the same level of liquidity. When I bought that call option yesterday, it had 0 open interest. And so today there wasn't enough liquidity, so that thing ran to $2,000 while the other call option was $500. So a $5 call option in the money was $500, while a $9 call option still in the money, but it was $4 away from it. It hit $2,000. I ended up getting a sell on it at 1772 or something. I sold
really. So that explains it. I thought that was just like a
because of liquidity. No, it wasn't.
So it's based on liquidity, not rather than
liquidity right there. That's whenever the market first opens, it just gets nuts, And so I was able to get 5 of them to fill. I was so lucky. Like, if you go back and look at the chart for that day, those options never got that high. They never went above 1100 on the chart. although I got them filled at 17. And so I felt really good about that. I got 5 of them filled, half of them of that week filled at that higher price, which was awesome. And then my ones for this week, I just basically kept selling chunks. I had 90 call options starting the day, and I bought all these call options yesterday, and I bought them on margin. By the way, I didn't buy them in my own cash. I bought them with margin in my Robinhood account, and I went from $6,000 yesterday to 84,000. I think 84.
That's insane. So I got a question for you.
Go back to that.
You going to be building that PC now?
Yeah, that's a good question. I think maybe I've got to buy Lisa a Louis Vuitton purse. That was you didn't tell me when I have to buy her a new Louis Vuitton purse. So I don't mind that though, because they kind of maintain their value, and she keeps all the packaging boxes and stuff, keeps them.
Oh, dude, they'll sell back quick. They keep all my boxes for my tab.
If anything, they'll increase in value sometimes. So now that's a good one. I'll probably get her a purse. I might, I really might build me a new PC. I do need. This one is very while it's quality, it's got 1070 and stuff in it. It needs an upgrade. But so now you have all these things. So there is a cheat sheet from Reddit in the subreddit of Wall Street Bets that has all of the ones they're hunting, and all of these have more short interest. It basically goes down the scale, GME being the highest, and then it was Space, SPCE is the second highest, and then it's AMC on the third on the list. And out of all these companies on there, I think AMC is one of the better companies. It's that nostalgia.
SPCE is Galactic, right?
Yeah, Space. And so, but AMC, you got everybody who's going to want to go back to the movies. Everybody loves movies. They love movie stars. They love all that shit about movies. So I feel really good about AMC long term. Like I don't have a ton of shares. I know a lot of people have a lot more than I do. I only have 500, but I made a good chunk of. What I'm going to do is watch price action, and I'm going to keep buying calls and keep rotating to higher in the money. The problem is, like today, even though those strikes were like a lot different, like between $5 and $9. There's not $4 in price difference in the premium of those call options, and it's just because everybody knows it's going to go higher tomorrow, because we don't know where it's going to land right at the end of the week. So they're all basically worth similar amount of money, and then you're going to get to tomorrow. There's going to be higher strikes that open, especially if the stock keeps moving. So there's going to be hopefully some out of the money call options, because more people are going to go short. World Tesla asks, do you think it's going to keep going? I mean, AMC could run, to like GME could run $100 or more.
Naked's probably going to hit $5 tomorrow.
33 is its all-time high for AMC. I'm pull up AMC. So 33, around 33, somewhere around there is its all-time high. I got it pulled up on my chart here, I think. Yeah, so I've already got this charted out for like where it could go. 35.50 is basically its all-time high if it can break 35.50. So if it could break today when it opened, it jumped up to about $20. If it could break that, hopefully in after-hours trading. Where is it even at after hours? So it's dropping down a little bit after hours, 1601. But if we can get some volume on, and it's had some volume spikes here that hit. But if we can open up tomorrow and move with AMC and break the previous day's all-time high. See, the thing is like tomorrow, it's hard to tell what's going to happen. What's the real story to tell is going to be like last week. It's going to be on Friday, because Friday everyone is going to have to cover. They don't have a choice. All these calls, as long as the stock price stays similarly, like even if it stayed totally flat right now, all of the call options in existence are in the money. So on Friday, those guys have to buy and cover. They will have to. They have no choice. So about between 11 and 1, just like GameStop last Friday, just like AMC last Friday, boom, it's going to,
Okay, so I've got a 129 call. I got 2 129 calls on Nokia. And I got to see, I think mine ends at 12 or expires at 12 because I bought it at 12, I believe.
What do you mean?
So I got a question about call options. I don't know when they expire exactly. Do they expire?
It's on the end of the market day, on the day of your expiry.
Okay, fucking amazing. So Nokia, it expires Friday, right?
Yeah, Friday at market close. Now Robinhood, if it's in the money, they will sell it for you or exercise for you around like what, 3 o'clock, something like that.
Okay, yeah. So I need to watch that, because I've got two call options on Nokia, and I got in Nokia and lost a bunch of money because you were like, I'm in Nokia. I was like, all right. And then I didn't look at the Mac.
I sold between like the 300% and the 150% in like 5 minutes. It got frozen twice while I was trying to sell.
Dude, I literally was going on to it. Why would they have to cover? Because all the shares from the calls would be bought during exercise.
No,
It's
but that's
mass
them.
segregation.
They have to have them. They have to have those shares on hand to whenever they're exercising. So there's an exchange before that. They can't do it after market close. It has to be done before. So and the brokers will margin call them. So the brokers are probably going to be reaching out to them by noon tomorrow and saying, hey, you have by noon of the next day to cover this position, and you either have to put money in your account so we can exercise it for you at the end of the day, or you have to buy the shares and have those shares in your account now. And a lot of people, they'll go ahead and cover because they don't know what the stock's going to do. If they wait till Friday afternoon, it could get, this illiquidity and it just run. The bad thing will happen, and the scary thing is if it gets halted right at the end of the day, because then, call options might not exercise. I honestly don't even know what will happen if they, they were talking about that last Friday. What happens if the stock is locked? I'm pretty sure they still exercise, and the ones that are in the money will be there, but they didn't get a chance to open back up and move.
So
it'll be frozen at that level.
So Nuke, me and you have a friend. I don't want to say her name because she told me to keep this quiet. But you know how the lady at NASDAQ said that she was going to end up halting a bunch of stuff if GME and AMC go nuclear again. She's in a business meeting with a bunch of leaders in NYC, and she's going to talk to it. But basically, she was talking about how she's happy to see retail investors win. They have the right to use the same strategies that institutions use, and they should use momentum as well, etc. My concern is that there will be some kind of regulations that end up happening, limiting retailers to minimal gains at most. And that would be really unfortunate.
How could you cap a game? What they can do, though, is have a minimum balance to get in or something like that. Have a smaller entry. You can't just bet with $1. I doubt they'll even do that. What they really need to do is stop the short sellers. It's un-American, it's unpatriotic, they're freaking fascists.
It's just greedy.
And they're finally being called out on it. So you know what? It's like what I posted today. It's like, oh no, leopards ate my face. Why did leopards eat your face? It's because I was playing with a leopard. Well, don't fucking play with leopards then, and they won't eat your face off. That is simple. I will never have a leopard eat my face because I don't encounter leopards ever. You
ever notice whenever people go to Africa, they're always just out of the van, the caged van, so the lions don't eat them. In the cage van, and then they're like, oh, let's go pet tigers. All the white people are like, let's go pet tigers and shit. And then all the people that have been there and lived in Africa, fuck no, I'm not getting out of there. That's a tiger. I don't know. It just remind me of that.
I agree. People are crazy, and so who knows what's going to happen. The unfortunate thing is they're making it look like the retail investors are the bad guy here, and that is far from the truth.
Can we talk about
example? Here, let me talk one more example. So I lost 12 grand on Palantir because of Citron. So I freaking hate them. They put out a stupid short report with no evidence, and they even said we have no reason to be short on them other than they have went up too much too fast.
Really?
No substantial any reason, no evidence, nothing. And I lost 12 grand because of that. I held them till they were worthless, and I was so mad about it. And so now, when this happens in reverse, it's no, it's screw you guys. Now they have it coming, and no one was there to save me or speak up for me when Citron went short. So why are we there speaking up for the hedge funds? No, fuck those guys. They deserve it. Yeah, every bit of it.
Yeah, they do. Over 100% should not be legal. I agree. Yeah. As long as they're not.
You shouldn't be more short than there are outstanding shares, and don't halt the stock when it goes up.
What's up, Justin? How you doing?
Only downward halts, no upward halts. There should never be an upward halt. That's ridiculous. And they're halting it because what they're really doing is protecting the option clearinghouses, because they're the true losers here, because they have to cover that liquidity. They have to cover that bid-ask spread. And if they can't do that, the stock goes illiquid. It goes exponential. And that's how they lose control of it. Like in AMC today and GME, that's why they kept getting halted, because they kept losing control of the liquidity. And anytime that.
How much effect do you think that TD and other banks freezing trades will have on stock moves? Honestly, fuck them for doing that. That's
call your broker and change. I posted my Webull link and my Robinhood link. Go sign up with a new broker. I have Robinhood, Webull, and TD Ameritrade because I don't want to get stuck where I can't trade. So I have 3 trading accounts.
Should I share my my stock, my Webull and
your links? Yeah, feel free.
Robinhood. Oh fuck, dude, I can't speak today. Robinhood links, because like I never do that because I feel like I'm asking people for money. But then again, I think about it and they're like, well, they're getting a stock too, you know.
I post it because they get it's a referral thing. Like, I don't post it like a tremendous amount, but like today I tweeted out that you need to get off off that broker. I'm going to switch over. I'm going to call mine and move my shares over. It's ridiculous. Students said, you remember the thing, but they did the same thing with Neo. Yeah, they did the same thing with Tesla too. And Melvin, from that Melvin Capital, they just got an injection of like $2 billion or whatever, and they were one of the big people that are short against Tesla.
They halted in Neo too because it's going up too fast. Or Tron?
Yeah, way back in the day, whenever Neo was like making exponential jumps and stuff. So then you have some pop stocks moving after hours. I was going to bring up a couple after hours movements. Check out Sundial. Woohoo! I'm heavy in Sundial. Yep. So I've got 3,000 shares. I mean, it's not tremendous or anything, a high number of shares, but
I mean, profit. Let's be honest here.
Oh yeah.
SNDL 77 cents. It was up. Where was it at? Where was it back?
It could easily move back up above $1. That's not too far fetched. And it's a meme stock. For when it comes to pot stocks, it's a meme stock. So
it was at $13.
I've got 50 July calls on this as well that I bought for like 20 cents that were up to like almost 50 cents today.
That's cheap. All right, can we talk about math today on CNBC?
Yeah, go ahead. I didn't get to see the full interview, but I did see some clips.
I saw. I caught the back end of it, but he just ripped in.
He ripped him.
He ripped him, man. I heard of him before, and I didn't really pay attention to him that much. Like he said some funny things. I was like, ha ha ha, and I would like retweet it on Twitter. But then after I saw him, just rip into that CNBC reporter, I was like, oh wow, like I really like this guy.
And he told him, he's like, it's your own fault. You just got your own fault. You guys go short against these things. You don't see the big picture. The retail investor has it right because we're the ones using the products. They're really passionate about these things. And that's one of the reasons I love Twitter, because you can take really passionate people. We're not being paid by Tesla. There's a lot of people that accuse, people like us that talk about Earl and all this of being paid and being a shill for Tesla. Bullshit. We love the product because we use it every day and it's super fun. Like I talk about my Peloton all the time. Peloton, I mean, technically I guess they pay me because they have a referral program and I get referral points, but I would still talk about Peloton. I love it. They're the people that are awesome. Jess King on there, the instructor, she talks about her Peloton all the time. It's awesome.
So like I don't even own a Tesla, but I worked with Elon before. Like, okay, I don't want to say I worked with Elon, but like he helped do some charity things and get ventilators and other PPE to hospitals in Louisiana whenever they were none at the height of COVID. And ever since then, I've just like grown to love Tesla because they put a lot of passion in their products. Like they're doing amazing things. And for some reason, like whenever I just talk positively, I'm not a fanboy of Tesla. I'm very critical of Tesla at times because they make some not right choices, in my opinion. But for whenever I say anything nice about Tesla, I'll automatically get these people that are shorts on Tesla. And it's so weird to me because they're so removed from reality when they talk about it. Like I posted a picture of somebody's Tesla and they're like, oh, that's Photoshop. That's Photoshop. Like you're editing everything. I was like, how the hell why would I spend hours on end to take a very blurry photo of a Tesla? And I was like, it doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense at all. Hey, what's up, guys? If you're just now joining the live stream, welcome. Send in questions. If you want to ask questions, just say, hey, talk about it. Talk about things you want to talk about today that you saw in the market. Tell us how you did. Come up with it. We're just kind of freeballing this because it was insane. I mean, it's kind of like
it's kind of impromptu session we had to take because today was just so insane that we thought, just get together and just unpack for a minute and talk. I thought I was kind of disappointed though, because if AMC didn't get halted out the open, it would have got super illiquid and kept running. I thought I was gonna make 180,000 on the open. I had that in my mind, when I woke up, I was like 180 grand. This is gonna be a great day. Mm-hmm. It ended up being my second best day ever, which was still amazing. It's like 84,000 or something like that. But and I can't get mad about that. It's super incredible. Definitely, I feel like such a dickhead for being even slightly disappointed with that game. But
I just want to let you guys know. Not everybody made money today. Obviously, shorts,
a lot of people lost.
Shorts lost money. I'm not a short at all. I lost money. I'm down money today because I got I'm going to be honest with you. I'm new at this, right? I'm like 3 weeks into it, if you really count it. And I just started making profits. I lost all of my profits that I've gained today. because I made a emotional chasing the money act. I didn't listen to what the stats were telling me. I didn't look at the MACD. I just like saw something. I was like, he's making money from it. I got to do it. I jumped in it and I lost. I played a lotto and I lost. Now I could gain it back. I'm holding my options until Friday, and hopefully they, go up in value. But, call options have an intrinsic and extrinsic value. As it gets closer to your call option date, the less they become worth, right? So hopefully the stock market surges more than the decrease in price does tomorrow. And if not, I learn from it. I think everybody should know that not everybody gained money today.
And I have a Discord that I'm in, not the one we subscribe to, but a separate one that I have with friends from high school, and they all trade in it, and they all like are business owners and fairly successful, and we all just kind of talk trading in there. And yeah, most people in the group lost money today. It was a tough day. It was really it was overall the index was down. It was a really red day for the market. It was really overall, Apple got killed. A lot of the big names.
What is Apple at?
What is Apple at right now?
And what's up, guys?
Calls that are not great. I'm gonna have some Tesla. I'll probably throw away about $3,000 right at the end of the day buying some Apple and Tesla that probably won't materialize. But
so while he's charting this right now, guys, if you're new to the podcast or you're just liking the live stream, please follow us on Twitter, and also check out our YouTube channel. We actually have an amazing guest coming on. I want to post the episode either Friday or tomorrow. It's most likely going to be posted today in the evening. And it's with Earl of Front Puppy. He's an amazing guy. It's a story about, how he got where he is. We really deep dive into who he is as a person, rather than the toxic image that he just posts up every day.
We really break through the superiority that he expresses online.
Holdings, 80% of the count were super right. Yeah. No, I'm just fucking. Yeah, I mean, are you overall positive World of Tesla?
TC too.
Okay.
As well, since we're sitting here.
Come on, guys. Who's all in the live stream? Stop by.
I'm real hot on Valentine. VLDR is going to be a big name, I think, at some point. A lot of people are not necessarily saying because it's LiDAR, but it's a great company.
As soon as Elon says something,
yeah,
it could 200%. 200% overall, dude. That's a win. I mean, Tesla's going to come back now.
DC God.
Shout out Newt Geek. What's up, DC God?
We were chatting
if
today.
you guys could just share this, retweet it, share it, talk about it, ask questions, man. This is a live stream. We're trying to talk to you guys. We're just shooting this shit.
Here's what I'm hot on right now. NanoX imaging. They've just had nice step movement. It's not tremendously crazy. It's not gonna get everybody freaked out. But I mean, this just went right through my levels, busted along, and just broke right through, and just keeps on moving. And I think that NanoX is going to continue to be a winner, especially as they get, I have a feeling at some point they're going to get picked up, or their patents are going to get picked up, or something's going to happen with some deals on bigger companies, bigger X-ray imaging, because they get disruptor in the medical imaging field.
Yeah,
they make a very sensitive X-ray detector that is supposedly like next level stuff. So yeah, Sudan's saying I expect them to be 100, 200. I don't have a ton of them, but it's just an interesting one that has real nice movement. What's up?
What is what are you looking at right now?
That one is NNOX.
NNOX. I need to mark that down.
Yeah, they've definitely moved up compared to where they were just a few weeks ago.
All right, I got a question for you. Should I move my Robinhood account to a cash account? Because like this day trading thing.
So it just depends on how fast you want your cash. So the reason you have and I don't have a cash account through Robinhood because I use a lot of margin. But I like to do that, and I know I was going to talk. I think I talked about it the other day, but I'll mention here for the group. And this year was nuts. Like I started my account with $7,000 in Robinhood, and I went from 7,000 to like 200,000+, and then back down. I had moved some money around, so it wasn't like totally down. But in my account, I got down to like 36,000 in Robinhood in October, and I really, and that's when I turned margin, and I used margin in my account. That was the first time I started using margin, was like November, and I went from 36,000 to today. I'm like, my whole overall account's like back up to over 300,000, for the year. So it's nutty. Like I made 112 this week alone.
That's insane, man.
Trading.
I'm just trying to get to 10K so I can make a stable growth.
Dude, it gets exponential. Like once I was telling buddy Ray this, and he's experienced it. Once you get to like 5,000-6,000, 25 will come real quick, and then once you're 25, 40, it just sneaks right up on you. And it can happen in a day. You get a good hot bet. Like yesterday, I played a $6,000 bet, which isn't, that's like a max. That's like the top end of what I usually of a position size for me. That's like a heavy position size. So usually in the past it'd be like 10 or 20,000, but lately, 5,000 is like a max position size. 5,000-6,000. So I was really hot on AMC, and my guys in my trading group were like, "Man, you crazy? What are you doing?" And sure enough, that paid off. I got lucky. By the highest percent gain I sold was 2,500% overnight. That's awesome.
I think a lot of what you could do. Like, I think what makes trading for me a little bit easier is having financial Twitter. I believe I would not be able to do this.
Oh, 100%. 100%. And I know probably everyone is on the stream knows about cash tags, but I'll just mention them anyway. Put in your $ and a stock ticker into the search bar on Twitter. You can look at everything that's popular and latest, and people that are talking about things, and that has led to all of my financial Twitter discoveries. You find somebody that's talking about one thing, and you go down the rabbit hole, and then they're talking about someone that's talking about SPACs. They're probably just not talking about one SPAC. They're probably talking about 5 SPACs, or more, or whatever. And then you go down that list, and you find, okay, somebody's talking about this. They know, and you can look at their history. Okay, what's their win rate? You can go through and like look at things on what they were talking about, when, what prices, where things were at, and be a judge for yourself. And then decide if that's a person that you like to follow. Like I've gotten a lot of my trades lately actually from Mr. Zach Morris, Zach Attack or whatever.
Zach is Mr.
Zach Morris right now. Dude, I remember when Zach was like, got his account super low, and went from like 30,000 or something up to maybe even it was like 800. He got it down really low. He like blew up his account and grew it back to where he's making $1 million a day, and he's had multiple $1 million days. PJ Matlock, same day. I think at the beginning of last year, PJ had got down to like 30 grand. And the other day he posted a video of him picking up his brand new McLaren that he bought for cash, like a $317,000 car. And those guys have $1 million days. And so,
I wonder how much he's playing with, though. I want to know how much he's playing with
millions. They're definitely playing with millions at this point.
All right, so we only have like 10 minutes before the earnings call happens. So let's go over Tesla, right? Have you seen the new Tesla refresh? Let's talk about that.
So I did. I saw some pictures of it before the thing, and the steering wheel. Like, what was a half steering wheel? Really, I was surprised about that.
I didn't think a half steering wheel was legal, but apparently it is. And
yeah. But what luxury car owner is gonna buy that? Yeah, we're talking about the refresh. And then the screen in the back, like, that's dumb. Like, every kid that sits in the back has a high-end tablet. No one, especially parents that drive Teslas, they don't need screens. The kids have a screen, and then also that little screen is like, it's right there in the middle. What, like, maybe that's climate control, but you can't realistically like do anything on that. I hate to talk bad about Tesla, but I don't know. I like some of the sleekness and the design. I like the back end, the folding seat in the back that folded down. That was a pretty slick, kind of arched thing that was kind of bridged itself. The steering wheel will retract. I don't know what that means, but there's missing the top. It's not a full steering wheel.
Oh, it's going to retract down into it. So that's what I was kind of thinking they were going to do. So I'm
So it has a full steering wheel?
No. So all right. So I've heard this for years, right? So I'm going to go over this. Is it on my screen yet?
And the car looks smaller, but Witcher 3. How about Witcher? I mean, that's pretty
okay.
Cool.
It's got me excited. Okay, so multiple things. One, I think they're moving to this detachable yoke steering wheel, or like retractable.
Oh, so they can pull it off and set it aside somewhere.
Or that, yeah. So, or you just let the car drive for you, because I think they're moving to level 5 autonomous, and they're using this weird steering wheel to where you can't really make turns as well, to force people into using autopilot.
They're going to make a car that's so much fun to drive, but you don't get to drive it because it drives itself.
I mean, it's going to be fun around a track. But I mean, as far as every day, I don't think it's, I mean, I think it's one of those like Apple moves personally. Like, how Apple will like release Fitness Plus, but they won't make it available for just online screenplay or what is it, AirPlay, but you have to buy like the newest Apple TV to do it, even though you have an Apple TV. I think this is one of those moves. It's like just milking or trying to get you to use another service. But I want to see how games run on this, because if they can open up an entire store, I think most people will stop playing. A lot of people that just want to play video games like every now and then will just get in their car and play.
Maybe. I think there's a lot of people I see on Twitter that do that. I don't personally. I don't get in my car. That looks like a video game on that to me on that screen.
Yeah, it is. It's the car game. You know, the driving. I don't have a Tesla, but you know where you can like turn the wheel.
So think about this just logistically. Kids in the back, or if they're car seat, you can't touch it at all, obviously. And if it's a kid in the seatbelt, they can't reach it and touch it at all. No, you can upgrade it. You're
gonna have to like an Xbox controller, but I think that's too small for anybody.
It is. It's
sitting way back over here to even.
And they're already gonna have tablets or switches or whatever. They don't need them. That's when I bought my Honda van, I was like, I don't want any screens in the car. Every kid in there has a tablet. I specifically do not want them. You know, that's dumb. They don't make any sense. They're unnecessary.
Talk about this right here. I do not like this lap band or whatever they put right here. Do not. Do you see this?
Yeah, I was just taking a second. Now it looks, it is such a different look to the car. It's not like I felt like the Model S was like ferocious. That to me, it looks more subdued. It's not as ferocious. Like the front end's a little ferocious, but then it gets to be like a little puppy in the back.
So my thing is, it looked like the Tesla got a bad lip injection, and it's paying for it right now. It wasn't massaged out. It's just like. It
looks smaller too.
I don't know how small it is.
The trunk doesn't look as big.
I don't know how small it's going to be, but I'm curious to see how it goes. For 6K or more, you
I agree with DC. I'm sure you're able to control.
Are you serious? You can upgrade to around
for 6K.
6K. That's
a little expensive. That's a little expensive for a steering. Are you joking on that one, or is that? He smiled. So I don't know if that's serious or not.
And then could be for rear AC and other controls though.
Yeah, but the people that are sitting in the back oftentimes are like kids anyway, and they can't reach that, so they wouldn't be able to control it. No, he's totally joking.
No, totally joking, dude. Dude, I was about to flip my shit. But then again, I don't know why I'm worried, because I can't afford one right now anyway. So
I was thinking about after today, I could afford the base model.
Well, I heard that
did the X get the same refresh? I saw that some people talked about.
I did not see that. Let's look up. I didn't
see pictures of it either, because that would be cool. Because a friend of mine's trying to buy an X right now. He was trying to buy it last Saturday, and there's not one in the country. He couldn't find any.
Oh, you can't find an inventory.
I even reached out to Tesla Tino, and he couldn't find me one either.
So they pretty much liquidated all of them. But now I did hear, and I'm not sure if this is gonna be Flat X 2.5 seconds. Yeah, I know that's absurd. That is absurd. By the way, that's a nice segue into please subscribe to our YouTube channel. We've got amazing podcast coming up. We're gonna have an aerospace guy on soon. He launches rockets into low Earth orbit with balloons. It's gonna be insane. And then we also have Earl the Front Puppy. That podcast should be releasing this Friday. So yeah, but anyway, going back on to Plaid. Or just even ordering one.
Yeah, 2.5 seconds is nuts. But I have a Model X. I have the long range. It's not the performance model or anything. But I tell you what, there's no one that can keep up with that thing in a stoplight. I've never had anyone, but I've never been up next to a supercar or anything. But anyone just regular driving it, that's the most fun thing. I think they're gonna rev their engine and stop. Or like you try to pass someone because they're going slow, and then they start suddenly speed up, and you just laugh at them, and you're gone.
I heard that the new Ford 680 cells are going to be $20,000 more. The battery is going to be $20,000 more.
The battery cost of the car will be $20,000.
Yeah, you can either. This is just rumor on what I heard on Twitter. I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure they'll explain it on the earnings call or whatever. But the 4680 cells be optional, and it costs $20,000 more.
Does it have more range or something, or what was it?
Don't know. I mean, it's obviously going to have to have more range or offer some benefit to. Now I know the charging is going to be faster, like way faster, because it's tabless. If you guys want to make statements, please drop them in.
That's interesting. If you get an option to do it, I hadn't heard that yet. The earnings call is going to be awesome. I plan on at least having it on here in just a minute whenever they start turning it on or whenever they start playing it. But yeah, no, I bought some $1,000 calls as a lotto. I bought like just a couple of them right before close, and then it pulled back real hard, and then I bought one more just to average my cost down a little bit. But I'm playing with winnings, so I'm not trying too hard.
I love the Chrome setup there. TweetDeck, 15 rabbit hooks, TweetDeck.
Yep,
Yeah.
I use TweetDeck pretty heavily. I'll just show you guys my TweetDeck or whatever. After hours, so LT probably won't mind. But I use Limitless Trading. It's a subscription group. I should give a shout out to Limitless LT.
Limitless.
He gives great trading tips throughout the day, market commentary. He gives you a pre-market watch list, a post-market, like a market watch list for the next day, a Discord group. I know there's several people that are actually listening in that are all part of his Discord subscribers, and it's awesome. It's a really good group. And
actually, Limitless, if you're watching this, why haven't you come on yet, man? You got to come on.
I'll DM him and ask him now that I'm helping you host and stuff. DY Options is an awesome day trader, and he posts his entries. He doesn't necessarily post his exits, but he posts his entries. But you got to understand his trading. He posts the first leg of his call. For people that don't know that, DY Options, he does call spreads for the most part. Not necessarily saying everything, but he does a lot of call spreads. And so he always, when he posts his moves, he's posting the first leg of the spread. So there's a limited gain when you're doing that, because you're basically buying a call and you're selling a call of the same expiration but a higher strike. So you have a limited movement there where you can make money, and then you close the second position. I don't do that. I play naked totally. So then I'll follow Syed Option. He's a really great day trader, a lot of experience, and he posts a lot of his moves. I don't know if he necessarily posts all of his moves. He does market commentary but a lot of his moves. Ripster, yeah, that's why I said that, World, because a lot of people don't know that. But DY does. And you can ask him; he'll tell you. He does it. And he's had a few threads about it. He just doesn't talk about it all the time, because it's like, he probably gets annoyed with saying the same thing over and over. But ultimately, he does, though. He plays spreads. Ripster 47, it's a great. He does a lot of biotech stocks, mid market cap, mid to small market cap, a lot of pot stocks and stuff. He's one of the Atlas Trader gurus, and so I would definitely follow Ripster 47. And then Zach Morris, Mr. Zach Morris, who is awesome, and he conviction swing plays on small caps is what a lot of Zach Morris does. And you buy in 1 week and you sell it in maybe a week or something whenever it booms. And he was calling a $5 price target on AMC for like the past 3 weeks, and so he's great. And then I usually have two things in news. I have Live Squawk and Walter Bloomberg. And then with my Twitter, I have like notifications set up for tons, but these are the ones that I keep my tweet deck open for.
Naked is insane. What is Naked at now? I'm pretty sure it's gone up.
Yeah, some Naked. Oh yeah, I was looking at Naked earlier. I bought 1,000 shares of Naked. I had Naked a while back, and I didn't really do much. It was one of the Zach Morris plays, and I just I got bored with it and got out. And I bought 1,000 shares today. What did I buy them at? 1,000 shares at $1.32. They're at 97%, 98% gain.
Dude, I don't know where you're getting these from. Like, all of them
I bought those today. Look, it says my history on it. I bought them at 3 hours ago at $1.32. And they did hit a top of 325. That's dope.
Lonely single viewer here. Oh, wow. What's up, Mark? Thank you so much for even stopping by. Yeah, I'm surprised that anybody's coming from YouTube. We appreciate it, man. Thank you.
Oh, that's cool.
Thank you. Yeah. We're just talking a little bit right before the Tesla earnings call. We're probably going to hop off after or right before that starts up. And then I think Friday. Are we still?
I'm down for doing another one, man. I personally think we should do more regular market commentaries and all that. These are fun, and kind of unpack the day and go back over what happened and all that. But some people are asking about Naked. Naked Brands. It's a swimwear company. They make apparel and stuff, and they're it's getting back to summer. Coronavirus concerns delaying and all that stuff.
I think it'd be cool to do market commentary on like Fridays or something like that, and then like just chill and talk about other things, like have topics like news that came out. Now, I do want to, right before we go, do you think SpaceX news affects Tesla stock share? Because SpaceX is a private company, but here's
what someone else said. Anything Elon tweets is material, or it shows that people trust Elon. Like Elon tweets out about GameStop, and everybody that follows Elon's like, I got to buy GameStop. Elon's tweeting about GameStop. Let's go buy GameStop. So. I do. I think it shows that people know that Elon's an innovator, and he can bring his game. And even though he makes mistakes like anybody else, and he works so damn hard. And when you throw so much shit against the wall, you know, a lot of it sticks,
Something's
but a
gonna
lot of it,
stick.
some people are like, "Oh, dude, stop throwing shit against the wall," like, you know. But a lot of it sticks, and a lot of it works.
Oh,
It does really
thanks,
well.
Justin. You're awesome.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Watch your podcast, and we definitely should do more regular cadence. I think that would be kind of cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. So I think Naked Brands is good because it has a big, you know, it has a decent short float. It has a smaller market cap. You know, not a lot of liquidity. People that are holding it hold it long, and it hasn't had a lot of price movement for a long time. And it also came off of really high price movements for the past.
Right.
So it has some room to move there.
Let's go over the Tesla S model, the Tesla Model S, right? It's a refreshed interior, obviously. Tri-motor, all-wheel drive, 0 to 60, less than 2 seconds. Quarter mile, less than, they're saying around 8.2 and 8.5 seconds. It's got 1,100 horsepower, 520 plus mile range, 220 mile an hour top speed, three high performance drive units, carbon sleeve rotors, and torque vectoring, which is
Crap! Discord just banned Wall Street bets.
What the fuck? Why? Google.
It just banned Wall Street bets.
Why is that?
That
They're
is
gonna
ridiculous.
get backlash for that. Why?
Oh my gosh.
Discord bans the r/Wall Street Beat server. It's banned following repeat warnings for allowed hate speech.
They don't moderate it. I was in there earlier. There's no moderation. It's just.
What have been talking? The Verge
Huh?
gained server complained hateful language, including racial slurs. Now, do you think that could have been a bunch of Wall Street people paying bots to go like?
Oh,
hey,
absolutely! Could just be going in there and raising hell, and then taking screenshots of they're doing their own hate speech and taking screenshots and then saying, "Hey, this is against rules," because they're not moderating. If you're not moderating it, yeah, they're and they have like rules. But from what I can tell, it's like the whole thing is just being spammed over and over and over.
Now, have you seen that guy that runs the our Wall Street bets on Twitter? It seems like he has.
So there is a concerted effort from Wall Street Bets subreddit to have that person disbanded from Twitter. They don't like it. I know that there's constant discussion. The Wall Street Bets chairman Twitter account says clearly that he's not affiliated and doesn't represent them. But there's a Wall Street Bets mod Twitter account that the Wall Street Bets subreddit does not like, and they did a poll the other day to remove them. So that's a rogue thing. That does not represent Wall Street Bets.
Yeah, he got 170,000.
Yeah, Wall Street Bets God did. That's a different person.
Wells Fargo banned its advisors
chairman.
from making stock recommendations on GameStop and AMC. Wow.
What was that? What did you say?
Wells Fargo banned its advisors from making stock recommendations on GameStop and AMC. Wow. They're mad. They're hella mad.
Oh yeah, they are, because they had short positions, and they probably have to cover the middle liquidity ground, the bid-ask spread, and so that's sorry for you. Don't build a stupid, flawed system and then use it against us for years and years and years. And then we finally get it figured out and we can use it on our own to then say, and then call us the bad guys. That's ridiculous.
Do you guys sit in there at all? It's pretty rough, but if I had to guess, threats against Citron caused this. I'm not sitting in, you mean like in Wall Street Bets?
Yeah, I do go there, but it's probably because the people, you can have false actors that go in there and make their own, egregious claims. But why? Because why would someone be threatening Citron's life now? Like we've got them stomped into the ground. They lost. Now we're laughing at them in the mud. So it's probably a false. I would say that's probably false actors. But who knows? There's unhinged people anywhere, no matter where you go. Banning a Discord isn't going to do it. What you do is they're saying they're repeatedly warn them or whatever, but you have them. I mean, that's why Parler got kicked off. It's not because there's hate speech. It's because there's no moderators to remove the hate speech when it happens.
Yeah.
They just allow it.
Be doubt if the shorts went in there and said terrible things. Yeah, that's what I said earlier. Like that's probably what's going to happen. Yeah, 100%. And I mean, it's probably their fault.
Did you see that Citron posted a post in support of Wall Street Bets and said, "This is ridiculous, SEC, that you're going after them. It's fair game. We're all adults here playing a freaking game, and
it's because they probably realized that they were probably going to get.
I thought that was really respectful. Like it's like he's a loser in the bet, but he recognizes that it's a game. He lost the bet.
I mean, I guess so. Yeah,
Oh,
maybe
yeah,
I'm
you're
just
right, Mark.
salty.
Billionaires got pissed, and actions absolutely 100% because
Yeah,
they
that's
own their.
exactly.
It's like we're taking our chips and going home. We're taking our toys and going home, and it's bullshit, because it's like I said, like whenever no one helped me out when I lost 12,000 in Palantir because Citron said they're short for no reason at all. No one was over here cheering for Sean and saying, "Hey, let's get him his 12 grand back. This is bullshit. Let's not let it happen." And no, but when the big boys lose their money, it's like, no, we want to see your loss porn. Post it. We want to see how much you lost. We post our losses. Come on.
Yeah, that's one thing I really respected about what is it Chamath was saying. He's talking about how the hedge funds should be posting their wins and losses, their information, like because all the ETFs do it. All the ETFs tell you exactly what they're doing, where and when their money's going, how they're doing their stock shares, and everything. Citron supported WSB. That's actually a first respect.
He did. I retweeted it earlier. If you check my account, but they did. He posted something really, really respectful, and he put his big boy pants on. Says bullshit. It's fair game. It's a fair game.
I said GME to 100 when it was 30 as a joke.
Yeah. I had $35 calls last week that I sold at loss or even and then it just skyrocketed on Friday. I sold them for like at even, and I missed out on like $18,000 on Friday, and I just had a handful of them. So that would have been. But I can't be mad because I still made $8 grand that day. I made $8 grand on Friday, 20 grand on Monday, and then 84 today. So it's like it's been super.
You're sitting pretty. You're sitting pretty.
I'm trying to plan my vacation out right now. But
great stream, guys.
Yeah, right on. We're gonna hop on off and listen to the earnings call too. Thanks so much for joining in and
everybody. No, this has been great. It's been fun. It was just a quick little stream. Yep. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please subscribe to the YouTube channel. We got a lot of content coming out, and we're going to be doing earnings calls. We're also just doing where we talk about different scientific advancements and news that what we think about it. I'd love to have you guys come in.
Did Justin just give a finger? What's that about?
Why did you give us a finger? Did you not want us to stop? I mean, like I could keep going. I'm not listening to the call. All right, I want to, but I got to study for the MCAT. Now, if you want to sit here and watch me study for the MCAT, I'll let you watch me. I'll put on tunes. I could be that lo-fi girl.
Well, you need to do that on your OnlyFans, and every time you get through a chapter, you take off a piece of clothing.
I mean, dude, I just got done with HIT, and I'm feeling good right now.
There you go. I got to go do a little bit. I'm just closing my rings for the next couple days until we start. By the way,
before everybody starts leaving, we got a competition. If you have an Apple Watch, I think it's 3 and above. No, it's not 3 and above. It's any app. No, it's Apple.
I think it's anything but Series 0 or something.
Yeah. Anyway, if you got an Apple Watch, come join our challenge. It's a fitness challenge. We're all. It's for 20 days starting February 1st, and I'm not sure if we're running prizes this time. I know we're going to be doing awards. We have to figure out if we're doing prizes this year or this one. I'm going to listen to the call.
I think we'll do medals again, at least.
We're going to do medals at least. And it's just a group of amazing people. We got a bunch of tech reviewers. We got a bunch of Tesla people, really popular people. And if you want to challenge with them, work out, have a blast, and get fit, and get yourself off the couch and a group that supports you. We're going to be posting a link directly after this ends. It's to our challenges app. Come join in. It's really fun. And I hope to see you guys Friday. I think we're going to be doing another one for Friday. Right?
Yeah, man.
All right, guys. It was good talking to you. See you guys later.
Thanks, everyone. See you later.